just the start. We'll find out who we are. A hint of light in the dark. Only enough to keep from giving up. If I could go back to the start, to break the pattern forming between Blackburn, I've so long without you gone. Today now, I'm here hanging out in the streets, thinking about reactions of actions, walking on the sky of my dreams. Come on, baby, come on, we show you the world today, today. Come on, baby, come on, we fall for your nightmares today. Come on, baby, come on, we love you forever today. Come on, baby, come on, we not let you go.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers with some momentum in their favor. They've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. And Nicholas Batum, with a change of scenery last season, had his best year yet. Shaq, is he on the verge of becoming an all-star player?
Yes, his length makes him unique as a perimeter player. He can guard anyone. But I still got to see more on the offensive end, even though his three ball reminds me of my main man Kenny. Every time he shoots it, splaka katayao.
He can guard anyone. He could guard you then.
Oh, no, he can't guard me. That's barbecue chicken.
What kind of chicken?
Where's he from? He's from France, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's barbecue.
I pull up in Lexus like it's 07, I just...
A lot going on here in the Queen City. There's Tryon Street in Uptown Charlotte, home of the Hornets. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Kevin, I always think that winning on the road is more impressive than winning at home, especially when you do it in consecutive games. I think a road win, it feels like it's worth 1.5 wins over the course of a season, and this team is taking care of business on the road, and that's impressive.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Hornets coach Steve Clifford is always pragmatic. He said you look at what wins in this league and you see the best teams don't give up fast break points. Year in and year out, offensive rebounding is not a big factor. Guys, Clifford demands that his guards and small forwards get back after the release of a shot. And the Hornets have become one of the best teams in the league in transition defense.
Thanks, David. He does give a little more leeway to MKG to go to the glass, though, as well he should. And as we get into the meat of the season, that rookie wall starts to loom. Chris, did you feel that rookie wall hit you your first season in the NBA?
No, I didn't. I actually felt the rookie wall fall on top of me, Kevin. I mean, it was so long of a grinding season. College was only about 30 games. The NBA, oh man, 82 games, and you're flying, and you're practicing. It's more than anything you've ever done. Plus the age difference and the maturity physically between you and your peers. And so it's definitely something that you have to get used to, and hopefully you have great teammates and some great trainers that can get you to that rough period.
Great points. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Williams is out there with Russell. And it's Baines in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now here's Walker. Dismissed. Shot's good from Hawes. Charlotte on D. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
And the fact it happened on the road in front of a hostile group of fans, that's not easy when you're coming off the bench cold.
And so it's the Lakers with it, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
Yeah, guys were rotating quickly, harassing shooters, looking to be dominant all night.
And it's sent back by Russell. And he's able to get it back. Basket good. Walker's got his first points of the game.
Oh, he's only 1 for 4 to start. He has just not been able to get it going here.
Russell kicks to Baines. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, for a stretch of time, Charlotte was known as the Bobcats. I'm so happy they switched back to the Hornets name in 2014. Fans wanted it to happen, and they got their wish. There is so much history with the city of Charlotte when the team has the Hornets as their mascot. He's not your typical gunslinger from downtown, but he found a soft spot in that defense.
Russell dishes to Randall. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Randall's got 5 points so far.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
This is a shooter's dream. They are really letting the outside shot fly.
Now, here's Walker. 23 points for him the last game against Atlanta.
And he's really balanced, getting his own shots and making plays for others. Finding that balance, total team contribution.
And now Williams running the floor all by himself. And the first shot of the night for him missing. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Hawes with the block. Tipped away and stolen by Williams. Here's Randall. And that misses. That would have put him up.
The defense took a big risk leaving him wide open. They got lucky. He planked that outside shot.
Charlotte again missing.
That's a shot you see him make all the time in warm-ups. He just messed up the release there.
Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Shots good by Baines.
The passion, the skill, taking full advantage on the offensive boards.
The Hornets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Hawes. Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Lamb in there for Bellinelli. Now here's Lamb. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Cans it from downtown.
This is one of the things Lamb does best, scoring off the pick and roll.
The Lakers trail. The drive by Smith. Bang for 3. Zeller grabs the board. Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Lamb. And a miss there on the triple. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Here's Mozgov. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's a good athlete. With nice fluidity and quickness, Lamb can draw fouls when he's pushing the action.
The Hornets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Good on both. Lakers trail by 3. To the inside. Here's Mozgov. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Mozgov's got his first basket of the night.
And that's just some great vision there from Calderon to see the wide open man for the easy make.
Yep, it counts.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover, Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the...
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able to control the paint as much.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yeah, whether it's blocking out in the paint or knifing in from the perimeter, they're focused on creating second chance opportunities.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Calderon. Osgard is out there with Gian Lee. And it's Smith, and it's Dang in at the small forward position.
You have to love it when your bigs play big. He's one of those guys. Now, since his arrival in Charlotte, Coach Clifford has been doing what he can to improve the defense of this club. They have seen steady improvement under his watch. It's a big part of why they look to be able to hang in there with any team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is an impact player for the Hornets with his great defense. And last season, his shoulder injury set them back. Teammate Kemba Walker said his motor is different. You have to have him on the court. Kevin, Coach Steve Clifford put it simply, when he's on the floor, we play well. When he's not, we don't.
You can't boil it down more than that, D.A. Thank you. And with Coach Clifford, Chris, and his defensive approach, he is always looking for feedback and how to improve his team's tenacity on defense.
Well, the man is known by the company he keeps, and it helps him that he has friends like Thibodeau and Van Gundy to lean on. He emphasizes containing the ball on defense. He also strives to make sure his team has fluid help on the defensive end as well.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
There's the pick, and Bellinelli kicks to Lamb. Charlotte no good that time either. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Ingram. No good. That would have tied it. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Now here's Lamb. He's guarded by Calderon. And once again off the mark by Charlotte.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And modern NBA defenses have changed pretty dramatically since the league stopped enforcing man-to-man as the only strategy. What do you see from that change?
I see from that change guys kind of losing their skill one-on-one, having to score because they aren't used to playing against true defenses. I think sometimes it's a cop-out for the defense. I think the NBA is a different league. I think the NBA are the best players in the world, and therefore you should be able to guard your man one-on-one. I think that rule may have been put in place so that coaches can hide defenders on their team that can't play defense but yet still keep them as an integral part of the team on offense on the other end. So I'm definitely not a big fan of it, but hey, it's a rule, and if I were a coach, I'd definitely use it if I saw fit. But it's just so hard to rebound on defense, so easy for the offense to rebound because you can't see. You have to communicate that much more. But hey, if you're playing against a team that is shooting the lights out and you want to stop penetration sometime, that may be the way to go, but not a big fan of the zone.
Like that.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
Oh, yeah, and as a big man, you need such an aggressive move. That's the tone that you want to set, the attitude that you're trying to play with. Your teammates will follow.
Lakers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Ingram. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Charlotte in the lead. Out to the right wing. Bellinelli for 3. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Hibbert comes in for Cody Zeller, and it's Batum in for Williams. Randall's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Nance, and Nance slams it in.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
Confidence is contagious, and when you see a guy like that finishing over a bigger man, it's got to motivate his teammates.
Tie game here in Charlotte. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jose Calderon. Jose, what is working so far and what has to happen in the second half?
I think we're just helping.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. A lot of great young talent, Chris, coming in the game. Who could be the face of the league in a few years, do you think?
Well, I really like Towns and Wiggins. I really like this Minnesota team. I think their team can become a fan favorite as we see the game go on. Also, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
How about Kyrie Irving? Just won a championship. How about Davis, Anthony Davis? I just think we have some great young talent. Excited to see what the future holds.
So fun. Spencer Hawes out there with Williams. Then there's Batum. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Marvin Williams, since he's come into this league, has always been viewed as a tweener. He can play both forward positions, but hasn't excelled at either spot. He's put up consistent numbers at both spots, despite being shuffled around.
And Williams drops them both. And with Williams and Chris's ability to play both forward spots, he's been deployed as a power forward more often in the past few seasons, it seems.
And at this point in Williams' career, it's probably the best spot for him. He still has good lift to get shots up with his back to the basket. And because he has a good shot, that makes the defense respect him, and he can play and face up against other power forwards.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Charlotte Hornets made a concerted effort last season to improve what had been terrible three-point shooting. Coach Steve Clifford said, if you look at trends in this league, three-point shooting percentage was the #1 factor why teams won. That's the way this league has gone. It makes sense, right? It creates spacing, which opens up things for everybody else. Kevin?
Yeah, trying to space the floor. Thank you, D.A. And the Hornets making a change here. Lamb's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Walker's shot is off.
Now, he should heavily consider looking to his teammates as the game gets close. His shot just isn't falling.
It's stolen by Lamb. Fast break now for Charlotte. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. Lamb's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
He's a rangy strider, but Lamb able to beat the defense up the court and finish the play.
Yep, that one goes. And that's now 6 points for D'Angelo Russell. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And the thing about Laker fans, I mean, they've always been used to their team being the favorite to win most nights. Lately, though, it's more about the excitement that their young players bring to the game and hopefully the bright future ahead.
And yes, it's good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Walker the pass to Lamb. Back to Walker. With the floater. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 4 rebounds in this game. Russell dishes to Williams. Second shot opportunity. Randall. Williams trying to break free. Randall with the nice move. Randall's got 9 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
And they may have to address a number of things, including whether this is the right lineup.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Hawes. Zeller comes in for Williams. And Sessions subbed in for Walker. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Nance comes in for Randall. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Williams. And Smith subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Hibbert with the screen. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. 5 points in the game.
And you can't give Batum room to fire off that screen. He'll torch you every time for making that mistake.
Smith kicks to Calderon. Hibbert against Mozgov. Hits the jump hook. Mozgov's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Sessions kicks to Zeller. 11 feet away. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Zeller's got his second basket of the night.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
Smith the pass to Mozgov. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Hornets returning, Marco.
And Zeller kicks to Sessions. Pick by Zeller. 1 second left. No good on that last second attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lakers ahead as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Hornets trail by 6, so the Lakers 5 right now. Ingram is out there with G and Liam. Then it's Smith, then it's Mozgov, and it's Russell in at the shooting guard.
Now, if you ask around the league about who is overlooked by the fans of the NBA, Kemba Walker is the name you'll hear. He doesn't get a lot of attention playing in Charlotte, but he puts up big numbers and can carry his team at times.
The first free throw is good. And with Walker, you look at the short list of players who averaged more points, Chris, than him per game last season. It's nothing but big-name players.
Oh, yeah, he is right there with them when it comes to getting buckets. It's taken him some time to find his way, but Walker is definitely an all-star caliber point guard. He'll keep getting more and more due credit, though, as long as he plays at this level.
And the Hornets with possession here. 7-point differential. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Bellinelli with the 3.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, everybody goes through slumps. You can't let it get to him, though. Everyone makes mistakes on the floor. You just have to always be thinking about the next play.
Walker dishes to Zeller. Zeller, a screen on Smith. Up top, Walker. He's guarded by Russell. Walker's shot is off.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Oh, well, that's a solid play and basket right there, and the lead continues to grow.
He kicks it to Sessions. Shoots the three. Here's Zeller. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Well, this is one of the areas of the court where Zeller gets most of his offense, either converting inside, going to the line, or both.
And the first one at the line is good. Marvin Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Lamb comes in for Sessions. And then for the Lakers, Aaron Baines comes in for Gian Leon. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Smith. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The drive by Russell. He gives them a double-digit lead.
Timeout.
And the Lakers lead by 10.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Well, part of it's been their toughness, but their execution has been spotless. It's just outstanding teamwork in this final period.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
There's the feed to Randall. The tray. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight. Chris, you played a long career, remained effective, even as you lost some of your athleticism. You hear some people say the game is 90% mental. How accurate is that?
I don't think it's 90% mental because you need physical attributes to be able to perform. But I think that it's 2 separate things. I think that one part of the game is mental and you need to be 100% on point, and I think the mental part is different from the physical, and so you have to be there 100% physical and you have to be 100% there mentally. And for me, the mental part was not only how to try to make players better or get other guys involved or win if we didn't even have the most talent, but it really was how do you adapt, how do you change your game when you played one way your whole career, and how do you still be effective and dominating. Luckily, I was able to do that.
Well said. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. And what a huge standout performance it was for Randall.
Man, he just had one heck of a game. He gave them an almost unstoppable option every trip down the floor. They asked a lot of him tonight, and he did not disappoint.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Cody Zeller. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker. E.G. and Leon, he's checked in for Randall.
Marvin Williams.
That's good from Williams. Here's Smith. He dishes it to E. And stolen by Williams. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, Marvin Williams.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And for Charlotte, Chris, they've taken steps to further their in-house development of talent this season. is the first for the D-League affiliate known as the Greensboro Hornets.
Well, and I love it because now more and more you see franchises having their own D-League affiliate. It helps with the development of rookies and late bloomers. The Hornets have enough young talent on the roster where having a chance for extra minutes will go a long way for the team.
Here's E. Rebound by Williams. Batum wide open, he fires. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
Here's Smith. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Julius Randle. Saw a chance to put the game away in the fourth quarter, and what do you think happened? Total domination.
You talk about a dominant shooting performance. He had defenders draped all over him, and he never looked flustered, and he never looked confused, and his confidence was never shaken.
Well, now we know he can do this when he's at his best. He was a scorer machine out there. He took everything the defense gave him and a little bit more. The only question is, why don't you do this every night?
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Maybe we should have asked if we could go dancing with her and her girlfriend. Okay, assuming we could dance, which we can't, there are 3 of us and 2 of them. So? It's the Chinese restaurant all over again. I assure you that cutting a dumpling in thirds is child's play compared with 3 men, each attempting to dance with 67% of a woman. For God's sake, Sheldon, you are driving me crazy. Anger's not with me, sir, but with basic mathematics. I'm pretty sure my anger's with you. What's happening to us? We're falling apart. You call it the only man who can restore any semblance of balance to our universe. We can't get to the phone right now because we're having sex. Sheldon, think this through. You're going to ask Howard to choose between sex and Halo. No, I'm going to ask him to choose between sex and Halo 3. As far as I know, sex has not been upgraded to include high-def graphics and enhanced weapon systems. Right, all sex has is nudity, orgasms, and human contact. My point. choose the Horror of Omaha. Best way to spread Christmas cheer. We're all here. The network that brought you 24 hours of A Christmas Story continues the tradition. Buddy Deal, what's your favorite color? Buddy Deal, Buddy Deal, Buddy Deal. Watch Elf on TBS. Over and 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 over again. 24 Hours of Elf starts Friday at 8, part of TBS Winter Break. Presented by Domino's.
Domino's new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread is the best thing since bacon and jalapeno stuffed cheesy bread, which was the best thing since original stuffed cheesy bread. Get Domino's new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread or any other 2 or more mix and match items for just $6.99 each at Domino's.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? My car is starting kind of slow. That's it. Just needs a charge. It's free. Are you sure it's free?
Are you guys telling secrets? Mine is that Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol.
That's not a secret. It's on the box.
Wow.
Oh, I have a secret.
I invented the microchip.
Is she serious?
We are explorers of a new age, a new era. We are the pioneers of this new frontier. What a time to be alive.
The winter play was really coming together. Until disaster struck. Tensions were high. Luckily, replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx, which means Mr. Harvey could picture the perfect night. We're delivering more happy for the holidays.
Unforgettable.
Espresso. What else?
Don't worry. It happens to the best of us. Surgeons, judges, overruled, even boulders.
Is your dog a dasher or a dancer? Find out with an Embark Dog DNA test. Test for over 350 breeds, reveal their family tree, and screen for genetic health risks. Shop today at embarkmet.com.
Schwarzkopf Keratin Color transforms your hair and helps it break away from damage. For strength and a rich striking color on all hair textures. Let the world see your strength. Schwarzkopf Keratin Color.
Sheldon, you got him in your sight spot here. He's shooting his plasma rifle. In ship now, I'm clicking. Now, Rock, kill Sheldon. I can't see him. That's why they call it clicking. Start throwing grenades. You want to know?
Hey guys, my friends and I got tired of dancing, so we came
never realized